First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Tim Reed, you're also a huge music buff. Do you play any instruments? Have you played any instruments?
No.
Nothing.
All right. Nothing.
Except for the radio. He plays the radio. That's the deal. Okay, let's talk about this last year. We have lost a year. It's crazy.
You know, I was going to bring a bunch of note cards to remember the stuff I want to talk about, but I forgot them at home.
Okay.
I need that Prevagen.
It's funny.
But I keep forgetting to take the pill.
Yeah,
So-
I know. It's terrible. I write reminders. I forget to stick them on the mirror. It's terrible. I mean, what are we going to do?
Oh, my God.
Yes, it is. And it, obviously, it changed our whole strategy for Real Men Get Tested.
Exactly. And we're coming out of it. Actually, this month is June is Cancer Survivors Month. And for good or for ill, you and I are both cancer survivors. And,
that's right.
You know, we want to. I don't want to see more people get cancer, but I want to see more survivors. So,
I know.
You know,
and I think that the whole goal was, and we can talk about this.
Yeah.
The Bayheim commercial that was out, that both we were all in, ended up winning a New York State Broadcasters Award, which was really kind of a cool thing.
By the way, I've heard,
I think we won only because of Bayheim.
Yeah. Well, also I've heard that there was a connection in regards to you being on the bench and the amount of people that hit the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I may be wrong. Yeah, the only one they could get to come was Bayheim's son.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's a pretty good point. It's a valid point.
No, that was I think. I heard, you know, we ran some pretty good stuff. But that Bayheim commercial, the amount of people that, you know, in spite of the pandemic that I heard from was incredible. So and that's
really
you know,
was.
all honors to you in regards to putting that thing together.
Well, I think you had the funniest line in the whole thing, to be honest. So it's the McNamara line. Pretty darn funny.
So.
I bet you sit next to McNamara.
I love it.
And it was delivered perfectly, I must say. But you know, the message that we want to get out is Father's Day is the perfect time to deal with the one thing guys are really known for, and that's procrastination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we're talking about it from a perspective of a child talking to their father and saying, "Hey, you know what? I actually would like you to be around for my for my marriage or for this, or to see your grandchild," and from a father that we continue to have a responsibility, for our kids to be around as long as we can. Look, I get it. At some point in time, we all kind of leave the room.
Right.
I don't want to leave too early.
That's right.
So,
I leave prematurely.
And that's one of the things that I think we think about this year of the pandemic is cancer didn't go away. As a matter of fact, if anything, it was kind of secretly probably rooting for the pandemic because who wanted to go out and see a doctor
you
who
couldn't,
or you could do it.
Yeah, I mean it was only emergency cases really that for a long time. It wasn't until the end of the summer, I think.
Exactly.
Or middle of the summer.
And it gave a very easy excuse for folks not to get tested.
Yeah. And important to get it done because it's all about that early detection, which really does save lives.
Yeah.
There's another element here as well. You mentioned from the perspective of, Dad, I want you to be around for X amount of years, and you can see these things. There's also an element, too, because cancer is such a scary and deadly thing where I think you have people living into their 80s and 90s today, and it's like, hey, son, I'm going to go before you. You need to get tested for cancer so you don't go in your mid-50s from something that was undetected. So you can go both ways with it.
And they're looking at colon cancer in younger people. It's becoming far more prevalent. And they've actually lowered the age to, I believe it's 40, where they want you to get your first colonoscopy. So.
And colon cancer is one of the there's some cancers that, unfortunately, like pancreatic cancer, in which Alex Trebek succumbed to.
That's a bad
by the time you have the symptoms, it's most of the time it's too late.
Yeah.
But colon cancer is one of those ones that is not only eminently treatable, but eminently preventable.
Right.
But
a killer. It's like the number 2 cancer killer out there. So, and that's where that detection is really important. So get out there, get tested, make the appointment, and Father's Day weekend is a good time to make that pledge to your own kids and get it done.
Right. Another cancer survivor, Ann in Rome, says, please thank Tim and Bill for getting the word out to be tested and giving such a positive message. So many people don't get checked because they feel the outcome will not be good. God bless them both, Ann and Rome.
That is part. So what makes you not want to get tested? You worry about the outcome. Like I would sit there knowing that there was something wrong and avoid it and try to find ways to, just because I didn't want to hear what I was afraid. And then I'm like, well, that can't be true. It's not gonna hit me. And then, then it does. And I ended up getting lucky just out of the timing, the way it worked, and you pushed hard for me to go and get the test.
You're a slow learner.
I am a very slow learner. There's no doubt about it. All right, and then I wanted to bring up one thing quickly because as your incredible history with the Boilermaker, how about Andrew's story?
Oh my God.
of the Uber driver in New York City?
I know exactly. That was
Work Bai. He was and what a nice guy, and he spoke very highly of the race and he was. I think his best race was when you were still director. He finished fourth that year. I looked
it up. Yeah, and then what he says, his wife won Boston, right?
Won Boston. So it was a kind of a crazy story. She won. She was second place in 2014, and the winner that year had tested had pulled a Medina Spirit. She got drug tested and failed, and so she was. I think in 2016 she was made the official winner.
Wow.
I think that race that's a $500,000 prize.
Wow.
Not insignificant.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my goodness.
So with that, they turn around, they take it away from that person.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, we just got a text message from one of our Kenyan listeners. They said the pronunciation is Workubai, not Workubai.
Well, too bad.
Thank you, Jorge.
Too bad he's from Ethiopia and not Kenya. So.
Yeah. And actually, what he was complaining about is your lack of tip. I'm afraid.
Andrew only got a half a star.
All right, Tim. Well, listen,
Thanks,
it's been and we vow to continue this in some way or another and move and plow forward. But it is a tough time right now to ask people for money. Obviously, this is a nonprofit. Very important for people to know. We don't make any money off it. It's all about giving. You gave the first $25,000, which was how this whole thing started. But it is not an easy time to ask people for money.
No, I mean everybody's got their hand out or whatever.
Everybody does.
But I think about Richard Hanna. His gift. I mean, that was a gift. Who died from brain cancer. That was really, in a way, kind of a gift from beyond the grave in regards to him thinking about.
Really incredible, and that and that we never knew. He had talked to us
quiet.
And never told us what he was suffering from. Came to our event and really thought the world of Richard.
Yeah.
So, all right, Tim, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
You have a great day.
You too.